Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Quinn and Happy New Year! Well, it's late, but better late than never. Sorry for the long hiatus, I was busy with college stuff, and to be honest, I had a dry period with Transformers. But now I'm back, I'm feeling motivated and refreshed and ready to make more toy reviews. 2024 has been an amazing year for me as a newbie toy collector. I started with 5 figures in my collection and I managed to add 17 more figures this year. It's the year I got serious with toy collecting and I really want to pursue this hobby further. And I thought it would be cool to do my top 10 figures of 2024, where I ranked my top 10 favorite figures of that year. This list only includes the figures that I bought in 2024, so there will be figures that were released years before but I bought it in 2024. And I want to make it very clear that this is my opinion, so it is subjective. Yours may be different from mine, and I would like to see your top 10 ranking in the comments down below, so feel free to share. Before we get to number 10 though, I want to do some honorable mentions. These were figures that didn't quite make the list, but that doesn't mean it is a horrible figure by any means. It's just that I think there are better figures that I own and that I handle a lot more often. This is such a figures that is in my top 10 list, such as the Studio Series 88 Sideways and stuff like that, or upgrade kits like my Byway TW1122 Flying Wing kit. Now we get that out of the way, let's start with figure number 10, which is the GYA Toys 8801 Commander. Yeah, you might be thinking,
how the hell is this in number 10? Isn't this a good figure?
well, yeah, it is a good figure. The reason why I put it so low is because the left wrist broke on me while I was transforming it for the review, and I still have the clip from it. Here we go. Oh, it broke on camera. Holy shit, do you guys see this shit? It broke again while I'm transforming it. But other than that small issue, yes, this figure is very good. It's in the number 10 spot because I handled this quite often, so I feel like it deserved it. And then finally on the number 9 spot is the Byway TW1029. This figure was such a joy to handle. ROTF Max was my favorite look in the live action movies, and to have the toy representation in it with modern traits is fantastic. The paint is good, the accessories are great, while the QC is a bit of a miss since it is a knockoff. I'm still happy with this toy and Hasbro did an amazing job engineering it. And the number 8 spot is just the AOE Mech YS04A Sci-Star Commander. I originally thought this figure would be bad since the SS102 did it better in terms of looks, but once I got it in hand, I fell in love with it instantly. The blocky designs is what sells it for me, the articulation is also fantastic, flexi quality is solid, overall a pretty good KO. While I still think that SS102 looks better, the SS38 wasn't bad for its time. Number 7 spot goes to the Byway TW1028 Spock Interstellar Pirates. I love it when a figure looks pretty accurate to its on-screen counterpart, and Shockwave is no exception. Since he doesn't transform in the movie, the designers have a lot more freedom to make the robot mode looks as accurate as possible. It looks great, articulation is great, while the bright purple color might not be accurate, I still love it because it kind of acts as a callback to his G1 design. An amazing release by Byway and a good KO of the SS56 figure. And then the number 6 spot is the Transformers Studio Series 86 RC, and now we're getting to the official stuff. And first is RC from her appearance in the 1986 movie. Being my first ever authentic Studio Series figure that I own, I played with this figure a lot, and hence why she got the number 6 spot. Articulation is good, plastic is good, while the backpack is an eyesore, it doesn't bother me in the least. Overall, an underrated figure in my opinion and a great addition to my collection. The number 5 spot is the Byway TW1022 Star Leader version 3. Despite handling the V2 a lot in 2023, I actually ended up handling the V3 quite often this year. It also helps that this is my favorite Optimus Prime design, period. And the addition of the stickers add-on makes this one of my most played figures of 2024. Byway improved quite a lot with this reissue. Like the plastic is improved, the QC is better, the paint is better, overall Byway redeemed themselves with the SS32 mold with this figure. And yes, I am aware of the EX version, I haven't gotten my hands on it, but I do want it. Overall, a good and redeeming KO. In the number 4 spot, we have the BMB OP01. I wanted to have the SS102 mold, but seeing as the original figure cost the same as my entire toy collection, I've waited for the BMB OP01 released. And in March of 2024, I finally got it. For a KO, this figure feels amazing. For $10, way cheaper than its authentic buzzworthy Bumblebee counterpart, you get the same accessories, the same durable plastic, the same everything. albeit no Autobots logo. I was genuinely shocked when I first handled this figure. It's very accurate to the original and it feels the same for a cheaper price. As you might have guessed, I played with this one a lot and that's why it's in the number 4 spot. An awesome KO, highly recommended. Now we're on the top 3 spot. This is where it gets competitive and we'll start with the number 3, Transformers Studio Series 100 Bumblebee. I got this because I wanted something to pair with B&B OP01. I got it pretty cheap, so it's a no-brainer. And also it's the 100 figure in the Studio Series, so I had to get it. I love how thick the plastic is. This reminds me of a lot of the older mainline figures. The QC is amazing, the engineering is fantastic, and the plastic, like I said, is very thick. Overall, a very good figure to round up the 100 release in the Studio Series line. In the number 2 spot is the MX6601 Dauntless Fighter. For these last 2 spots, I had a very hard time deciding. I gave this figure the number 2 spot despite it being just as good as the number 1 figure, as you will see in a second. When the original figure was announced late 2023, I was turned off when they started doing concept art figures because I felt like Hasbro is running out of characters to make for this line. Oh, only if I know what's to come. But after seeing the reviews, I was impressed with this mold. Sadly, I missed out on the original release, but by the time I want to buy it, the price had already increased significantly. So I waited for the MX6601 release, and this thing is fucking amazing. Man, the Hasbro engineers really went all out with the robot mode, since this was a concept art design, it doesn't transform. The articulation is amazing, the plastic is solid, the QC is good, overall an amazing mold and KO. I highly recommend getting this if you missed out on the original SS109 release. So, if that figure is well articulated and solid and overall an amazing figure, what the hell is number 1? Well, for the number 1 spot is the Transformers Studio Series Gamer Edition 03 Optimus Prime. Of course, this made the number 1 spot. Now hold your horses, I know what you're thinking.
This figure is less articulated and the truck more is unfinished and not as complete as SS109.
Well, that is true. This figure won simply because I have sentimental attachment to this Optimus Prime design. I played War for Cybertron a lot during my childhood. I played the campaign a lot and I always picked Optimus Prime in the Autobot campaign. It also helps that this was my most wanted figure of 2023 and I've been tracking this down since. The articulation is good, QC is good, plastic is good, accessories are superb. Overall, Hasbro did justice to this figure and you bet your ass that I played this figure the most in 2024. I brought this guy everywhere, it was my longest pick for a pocket toy. Nonetheless, this figure won by a landslide because of the sentimental value within it. An amazing figure and it was my best purchase in 2024. So that was my top 10 figures of 2024. It's been a great year for us Transformers fans also because we celebrated 40 years of Transformers. Lots of amazing figures came out this year such as the SS86 Optimus Prime and boy I want that so badly but it cost a month's salary, bruh. Hopefully 2025 can be the same as, if not better than 2024, and hopefully I can get more figures this year. Thank you all so much for 2024, the support is amazing and we also hit 600 subs. A small victory, but a victory nonetheless. Here's to 2025 and many more years to come. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys in the next one.